We're rocking and rolling.
Oh.
For another Advice Special.
Nice
Should we
advice.
fill them in on the lore of the advice?
Yes.
What the crack is?
Yeah.
Basically, one time an Australian man sent us a video telling us to stop being such pussies.
Well, it was mainly directed at me to stop being such a pussy because I was giving out that my roommate had borrowed my room and then left my bed with no bed sheets, and he's just thought, stop being such a fucking pussy.
Just a bit of advice.
Just a bit of advice.
This was the thing. One of the harshest video messages ever sent.
Yeah.
But always contextualized with the words, just a bit of advice.
So, yeah, he was literally just calling me a worthless piece of shit who should have been drowned at birth, and then just a bit of advice. And then his inflection would change. Truly unwell man.
Yeah. It
Sam.
was, and that's why Bob Catter became such a part of the podcast. Is like that the tonal flip. It must be an Australian thing.
It must be an Australian. It must be an Australian
It's
thing.
like, look, there'd be 1,000 buses.
I'm not spending any time on it. I get sent so much Catter material.
I get sent so much
It's
Catter stuff.
Unbelievable. I get so spent. I can't watch it all. I'm like, but we should.
He releases like a banger every day.
He does. We should. We might do a Bob Catter special.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Bob Catter is, look him up. He's this old kind of prunishly wrinkled Australian leathery politician, I believe, of some sort, who is just constantly having these kind of I don't know what you would call them, but just kind of mental breaks on camera. There's a camera around him, it seems, at all times of the day.
Yeah, he's got like a sort of Kanye-esque documentary going on where it's just everything's being captured.
That's right.
For the inevitable.
And he goes from a very sunny disposition where he kind of seems like an awesome man to, I'm going to tell you, I'll rip you bloody head off.
The biggest hat.
He's got one of the biggest hats, I think, on record.
It's incredible. You
in
can
the world.
shelter a large family underneath the shade beneath that hat.
That's right.
There are people picnicking. Anytime he stands still for too long, people start
little
picnicking.
families start gathering around and picnicking underneath him.
They think it's a parasol. They think it's a picnic bench. They think he's a picnic bench.
That's
with a
right.
Parasol at the middle.
Yeah. And which he doesn't mind as long as they're not, being eaten by
Ethnic
crocs in
minorities.
Queensland. in Queensland.
In Queensland.
In Queensland. Land of Queen. It's just a land where the remaining members of Queen live. This is where Brian May and whoever the fuck else the rest of the cunts are, the lucky cunts who came along for the ride.
Fuck. So basically that all led to us sort of having a little running theme of just a bit of advice.
Yeah.
And we've started to do these semi-regular advice specials.
That's right.
And the way that you can contribute your advice to us or ask us for advice is to join the Patreon, patreon.com/parenting. And you can send in voice notes where you have to do an Australian accent.
And you can you're either basically asking us for advice, which it ends up being a lot of the time, or you can give us advice as viewers of this. Unsolicited. You see what's wrong with us. You can see the flaws. You can see us better than we see ourselves, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
So, yeah, wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's right, because we're too close to it, brother.
We can't see the wood for the trees.
We can't see the wood from the trees. But these people, they see us more clearly than fucking Christ himself, right? So come in, tell us who we are, what we are, and how to change it, okay?
Lovely.
Nice.
I reckon we just start from the top.
Let's do it.
This is from a man called Dan Murovsky, who actually, I interacted with him at a gig recently at a work in progress. He dropped his phone.
Right.
And I was chatting to him, and he has this, like, you won't hear it here because hopefully he'll be doing an Australian accent. He had like a very English accent, and he was like, "Are you English guy?" And he's like, "No, I'm Polish." And I was like,
fuck off with that
like
now.
The king?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? But this is Dan Murovsky.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't say that's supposed to be anonymous, but we'll bleep it.
Right.
We'll bleep it. We're kind.
We'll bleep it, brother.
Here we go. I don't need to hold the mic next to this, do I? Swag.
Nice. Let's do it.
Come on, Dan.
All right there, you cheeky couple of fucking cunts. Mike and Vito, my favourite two boys. Basically, I'm just looking for a little bit of advice. I've been going out with my girlfriend for, I think, like about 2.5 years or so. And at certain times, it's become clear that...
Too long, get ready.
Yeah.
While I'm a little bit more towards the ADHD side of being a pure ball of fucking chaos and fucking Tasmanian devil fucking spinning around, she's more on the beep boop 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 Vito's side, and I was wondering whether you had any kind of advice for reconciling the differences with the two types of personalities, such as the ones that you have, one being head full of spiders, fucking chaotic, and the other one being, fucking neurotic, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Nasty, yeah.
But yeah, how do you guys like to get along? Any tips for not to fucking piss her off and me and her not to fucking do my fucking head in?
Right.
Anyways, love you boys.
I've got some advice right off the top. For her, beep bop boop boop, if you're both have been talking about meeting Paul Mescal for pints for the guts of a year, yeah? Don't go arranging to meet him when the other one's not around, and not tell them. That will help you to continue to get on well.
This feels like it mightn't apply to their life.
What?
No offense to Dan or his beep bop boop boop girlfriend.
We don't know who the hell. If Mescal's meeting you, he's probably meeting half the fucking town. Mescal's probably flat out meeting every swinging dick in North London. The man's out of his mind. He hasn't a clue what's going on. Running around in his shorts, meeting anyone who'll fucking look sideways at him. Anyone he meets in a park. He just met you in a park. He's like, okay, I'll go to a concert with you. This lad's going to get...
And the concert was in a park?
Absolutely. He's going to get kidnapped.
Loves parks.
He loves a fucking park, brother. No, so...
What I've gathered from this is that we need a sound effect to describe what's going on in your head. Because we've got the beep boop boop boop.
Right.
But we need something like, it feels like it'll be quite loud.
That's pretty good.
That's good. I don't know how many people will say that.
Yeah. It's not as catchy as boop boop beep boop boop boop, which is fun to say. But I think maybe,
It's like a...
Yeah. It's like a chainsaw trying to
that
start.
Won't start.
Yeah, that won't start. Don't just.
It's still dangerous, but it's not functioning.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A speedboat that just won't get going.
Yeah. So what I would say on it is,
I think the crucial difference between us and you and your partner is that we're not fucking.
Yeah. As much as I've tried, brother, he's just.
And it's funny, we've been together 2.5 years as well in terms of podcasting.
We have, so we're probably reaching the same the hurdles. I would say on a.
What's your guide to dealing with a ratatata head?
Like me?
Yeah. What's your advice for how to compassionately deal with you, or do you think it's better to provide advice for the other advice?
I think it's probably better to provide for dealing with someone like I think that first off you should tell them that they're a legend.
I think regular compliments is very good for a ratata head.
From a ratata, and be like, you're class, and isn't it great that you've so many thoughts flying around your stupid head, and isn't that brilliant, and doesn't it make you good at some things and awful at other things, and isn't that nice? Wouldn't it be shite if you were good at everything?
Yes, that would be boring and silly.
Yes. I think
words of affirmation, that's sort of your love language, I guess.
I'd love an old compliment. Someone telling me I'm big and strong. Just remember even Mescal calling me the big fella. And he messaged there because he listened to the pod, didn't he?
And he was creased.
And he said he was creased. And he referenced me as the big fella. That's nice.
No sign of a tapas date as of yet.
As of yet, but I have the fucking tuxedo hire place on speed dial. And I'm ordering a hurl for whenever we can get just a tuxedo and a hurl.
Around.
Just a puck around in tuxedos. Me and Mescal. God, that would be so sick. And people imagine in Finsbury Park, it's that Mike Rising.
That was a lovely video. Did you see when Mescal, when he was doing the promo stuff for Gladiator, they let him into Croke Park with a hurl?
Yeah.
Stunning.
And you know what? He looked, and I'm someone who's hurled all my life, looked pretty good at hurling.
Yeah, because he's sort of, I think football was more, because he was Kildare minor. Yeah.
Kildare boys, techers were sick. Of course they were fucking sick. But
I think I can puck a ball well, but I would fall apart in a game.
Right.
I'd fall apart. Pucking around is a very different thing to playing a game.
100%. And right now, I would fall apart. You need to be playing all the time. It's quick, it's physical.
There's a very sort of the jump between just doing the skills by yourself and then the absolute chaos of a game of hurling is
and
one of the biggest jumps.
Yes.
Like basketball may be similar, but you'll often get an open shot in basketball and like, you know, be able to.
That's right. I think basketball is highly skilled, and you make a fuck of yourself if you haven't been playing age. It's hard to score. But hurling, you're going to be playing in a match with like other kind of demented, homicidal people.
And they all have sticks.
And they're mountain men. And they're men who truly, you know, are designed to hurt you.
Yes.
Like they're just fucking, hey, how would you get up with you? Yeah. You know what I mean? They want to get blood on their hurl. They want blood on their shorts.
Yeah.
So you're in that kind of situation. They'd fucking chop your cock off if they get half a chance. And if you're just trying to have a recreational bit of fun, it's not for you. But if you want to access your inner fucking Maximus Decimus Meridius, hurling's fucking class.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to really get your childhood trauma out. Do you know what I mean? Work some shit
like
out, brother.
Me in the mosh pit at Kneecap, just energy going places.
Did you deck anyone in that mosh pit?
I wasn't decking anyone. It's a very caring
Did you ant
mosh
anyone?
pit. Kneecap are very good about that. They're like, make sure you look after everybody in the mosh pit, and if somebody falls down, you pick them back up again.
Oh, shut up, Kneecap.
That's good.
Come on.
That's good.
No. To the victor goes the spoil. Survival of the fittest.
Trample them.
Vince McMahon. If you're weaker than me, I take your stuff. I drink your milkshake.
I drink it up. Still haven't watched.
If you're small, I take your cocaine. I sniff it up. Unreal. But you know what? You missed a joke I made there. Because I said, did you deck anyone? You said no. And then I said, did you ant anyone? Ant and deck joke. We're going to need to wake up today.
What's anting someone driving off the road while drunk?
Did Ant kill someone?
No. There was a crash, but he didn't kill anybody.
Right,
I hope.
I was wondering. I was kind of thinking, did fucking old rotten old Ant kill someone?
No, because he wouldn't be back on TV if he'd fucking. Although Matthew Broderick did that.
We've a load of ants in our house at the minute.
Just presenting Saturday Night Takeaway.
No, we got. Imagine we've so many Ant McPartlands in our house right now. It's crazy. They're everywhere, just making kind of like cheeky Geordie comments. Yeah,
actual ants.
Actual ants.
I have advice.
Yeah,
a bit of advice for
fresh
ants.
mint.
Yeah,
and paprika, I think. And they look at it for like a second, freak the fuck out, and run in the opposite direction.
You're joking?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Can you get a video of this fresh mint and paprika technique?
They go up
right. Oh, they look, and the ants are gone. Yeah. You've learned how to defeat the ants. Cumlung versus the ants. Cumlung wins.
Unbelievable.
Come here, sluggish.
Fresh mint. You must have fresh mint in your house.
Oh, brother, of course not. But we can get. I don't have fresh anything.
Mike's equivalent of fresh mint and paprika is bits of extra chewing gum and paprika Pringles.
That is actually it.
He's like, it's not working.
No, I don't know what. Come along, I don't know what he was talking about. This doesn't work.
I don't think anybody died in Ant McPartland's.
In Ant McPartland's thing of Ant and Deck. Everyone's alive.
I think everybody's alive.
Sorry, Ant, for any shade that was being thrown your way there. Right, let's get back to this advice. So here's with ADHD versus.
How do you look after me?
Well,
because you need to say nice stuff to you all the time.
Well,
a soft touch with any criticism.
With who?
For you.
For you.
Of just like.
Yeah. That's right.
I understand that you were trying to do the right thing, but you stopped halfway through and it made everything worse.
Yeah, I think there's that. I think ADHD people, I don't know, are probably a little more sensitive. I think maybe.
Whereas almost I would say the opposite of you just tell me what I did.
Right. Well, you're just telling me what I did, but also it's just acceptance. There's some stuff like I'll know that you will do, and then if it was someone else, I would be annoyed and whatever. But I'm just kind of like, he doesn't mean that, and then move on and just accept it. And because it's like we'll be here all fucking day if we start picking each other up on everything.
Every social faux pas.
Right.
If we really tried to dig into it, we'd be fucked.
We'll be here all day. So it's just accept and be like, and give the other person the benefit of the doubt.
That's good for any relationship of just being like, assume they were trying to do the right thing.
That's right.
And work from there. Nobody's trying to be a nasty character over here.
No.
Nobody's working from a place of malice. You would hope, and if they are, fuck them. Sack them off.
That's right. If they are, and you get enough evidence that they are, now see, he's on strike one with the mescal thing. Now, if that happens,
But you can see that I was trying to do a fun thing.
Kind of, but also
And a kind thing.
I don't buy the kind thing.
No, you've got it. Vienna.
No.
I didn't want to ruin your Viennese world.
That would make sense if you hadn't messaged him like a week before. We had met since then. We were in the pod. We did a pod since then.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I knew you were missing this gig and a bit annoyed about missing this gig.
Yeah, but if you cared that much about me having FOMO, you wouldn't have arranged to meet Mescal when I wasn't here.
No, that's a step too far. I can't be not having a good time just because you're away having a different good time.
No way. You're still going to have a
Maybe
great
I wanted
time.
to be at the wedding in Vienna.
Huh?
Maybe I wanted to be at the wedding in Vienna.
You had no interest. You would have got on well with the Viennese though. They are all beep boop boop boop. The whole country is autistic as fuck. It's crazy. Like they just go like we were in a restaurant and we were like this is typical of them. We'd been sent there by this girl Heidi who we were staying in the Airbnb, and her sister ran the restaurant. So we came in and we were like, oh yeah, Heidi sent us down to try out food. She goes, I know. We're like, okay, right. She's kind of like, and then we're like, it's like, okay, can we sit outside? Can we eat outside? And she's just like, if you want to. And we're like, yeah, okay. Well, obviously that's what we're angling at.
I'm so into that.
Yeah.
Just fuck all your social graces and the things you're supposed to say.
That's right.
Here are the facts.
Here are the facts. But their whole thing is like, just like, words are meaningless. Actions are the only thing that really matters. So all the kind of polite frivolities and kind of decorative generosity and friendliness of Irish people, they would just find a complete fucking waste of time. What are you doing for me? What do you want? Tell me. I'll give it to you if I can, and then fuck off.
Yeah.
You'd like that now, wouldn't you?
I like that.
You like that?
I like that a lot.
Nice.
On the beep up boop boop, in terms of my experiences with my partner, Jamali Maddox, I would say sometimes I really don't want to be touched at all. But then sometimes I want a nice cuddle. And I can't explain why, but that's just the truth.
So sometimes Jamali, you don't want to be touched by
anyone.
By anyone.
Anyone. It's
Right.
just any touch of my skin makes it feel like it's boiling. Don't. You're sitting too close to me as well, by the way.
Ah, come on, get real.
You're on the line. You can't be on the line. You need to be in the middle of your section.
This is Advoice.
Your section's over there.
We need to be a two-head. We need to become one. We need to become Siamese to give advice. Two sides of two. What?
I wasn't going to do a voice.
Do it.
I wasn't going to do a Siamese voice.
The Siamese, they're like, yeah, Siamese. No? Is that like, is it an Asian thing to be joined together at the hip?
Siam is the former name of Thailand. No.
What?
Taiwan? Siam. The king of Siam. Thailand, I was right. I should have backed myself. For the love of God.
Dace.
But there is, I remember one time when I got offered to be the percussionist in the pit orchestra of The King and I.
Yes.
Which I think is set in Siam. I think it's set in Siam.
Right.
And it's a very strange musical, partly because I went to sit in and like watch in the pit.
Yes.
Before I got offered the gig. And I'd gotten wires crossed with the guy because there was a moment where the guy was working on Matilda and The King and I thought I was going in to sit in the pit of Matilda.
Right.
And then the music started and it was very Asian. Like the opening bit of The King and I literally goes dee 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 dee, and I was just like, this, I don't remember this being at the start of Matilda. And then I sort of saw all of the gongs.
Why is none of the cutlery floating around? Where's Danny DeVito? Where the fuck is Danny DeVito right now?
And yeah,
Right.
so I was in there and then I realized it was The King and I, and then I was listening away to The King and I. There's some fairly fucking egregious accents in The King and I, even to this day.
Yeah.
Where, like, you sort of think they are all Asian actors.
Yeah.
And therefore it's probably okay.
Uh-huh.
But the king in it is trying to learn English.
I don't think there's anything okay about being all Asian actors, but carry on.
It's not very diverse.
No.
It's not all. I think there's like a white lady in it. But
Nice.
they learn these words and he gets really excited about like specific words when he's learning English.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, a puzzlement. He loves saying things as a puzzlement, and every single time he goes, "It is a puzzlement."
I mean, what's wrong with that? That's fun. That's so much fun.
And then he learned the word like etc. It just means, and the woman's like, it just means and so on. And you just say it like a few times. Yeah. So then every single time, and he speaks so slowly, he goes, etc. And then you meet them.
This is one of the best shows I've ever heard. This is so good.
You meet the actors for a pint afterwards and like, hi, my name's Kevin.
Yeah.
And you're like,
oh, you're the Asetoa guy? No way, brother. You can't say puzzlement. Right, and it's just some cunt from Charing Cross. What the hell?
Let me see if they have it, because it's fucking crazy. Whoa. And I'll try and only play like a short bit of it.
Yeah, hold on now.
But like,
because you know I don't like fucking Googlements.
It's called
Googlements. Oh. This is an Asian accent of a.
What was so was so. What was not. Now I am a man.
Puzzlement.
This is probably going to get pulled off YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to get us pulled off YouTube.
Fuckers.
Did you say this is going to get pulled off YouTube, or YouTube's going to pull us off?
Can we cut to a bit where he says a puzzlement and then it might be fine?
Yeah. Right. Listen, we got to get back.
Let him say puzzlement.
Right.
Fuck it. I need this open.
You need it open. Listen, we can't go down musical theatre avenue.
Listen to The King and I for some permissible, fairly racist Asian accents.
Yeah. I love how the panic, just when it didn't hit puzzlement, it's like, oh, fuck this. Fuck. I wanted this to be good and it hasn't been.
I'm in a puzzlement.
Listen, will you do your impression, because it's not the start of the pod now, can you do your impression of Korean chatting?
Yeah. Baby, romance is our praise.
Nice. Keep Mark there to keep that in, please. Mark there to not cut that. That's great.
We opened with that the other day. I didn't think it was a good idea.
Okay, that's Korean. That's the character of Korean chatting, who will be back and prevalent in the podcast.
Fontaine's DMZ.
That's right. Now that's good fun. Fontaine's DMZ. And if you don't get it, demilitarized zone between South Korea and North Korea. Grow up. Now, let's get back to the next piece of advice. So basically, I think on the beep boop 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 versus the ADHD is like, because sometimes it's the same thing. You hear people say, you can't ever live in someone else's brain. And people have different types of brains. So then some people will say, well, I don't understand why you do that, because I would never do that. And then it's like, yeah, well, here, that's the thing. You have to understand. That's like I had friends growing up who were like, I just don't understand someone being gay. How would you like an arse more than a vagina? It's just like, because that's what gets your dick hard. Can you not put
some people like pineapple on pizza.
That's right. Me.
And I don't like pineapple at all, but I just think, yeah, there's just, it's just that people like different shit.
Accept they have a different brain. Judge yourself whether they're doing their best. Throw a lot of love and empathy on top of them, and just fuck the brains out of each other. You're 2.5 years in. Now bring in some toys, some lube.
Yeah, 2.5 is sort of a point where you have to re-energize the relationship. I think at 2.5 years ago.
Have a little Malaysian carpenter watch you fuck as he makes a birdhouse.
Go see The King and I.
Go see the King and I. And when every time someone says puzzlement,
drink. Go for a shot.
Do a shot. Grab her tit. Bite her ear. Whatever. Have fun. Right?
But only when she wants to be bitten or touched.
Right. Yes, because she's beep boop boop boop. Right?
And sometimes we don't want to be touched.
And they don't want to be touched. But then you have to understand, sometimes they don't know what's good for them. And you just have to...
I would dispute this.
You just have to give them... I don't know why I'm fingering you now. Fingering the side of you. So yeah, that's our advice for you. We love you. Long may the ADHD and beep boop boop boop
Live in
alliance
harmony.
live in harmony.
And it's often a good match, you know.
Yeah.
You need a SpongeBob and a Squidward. You
That's
need
right.
two people. You know, it's the yin and yang. Yin and yang. It's whatever that Asian thing is.
yes.
Where it's like, what you can't do, I can do, and what I can't do, you can do.
Yes.
And it works beautiful synergy.
Your weaknesses are my strengths are your weaknesses.
Nice.
Together we are a whole. We are one full proper boy.
We are one barely functioning human.
Right, let's go.
Here we go.
Nice. Yeah, no, we can't keep going into that. We gotta stop. I had just thought, I swear to God, I thought this morning on the way, I was like, you know what, we've stopped doing Asian accents, and I think that's good because we had gone too
All
far.
accents are good and fun.
Right. That is my core belief, but then
You have to do all accents or no accents.
Right.
If there's an accent that you feel like we haven't done an offensive version of, please send us a message and we will include it on the next episode.
yeah, we'll absolutely do it.
Because that's the only way for it not to be offensive is if you do all the accents
Yeah.
badly.
Yes.
That's why.
That's right. Okay, nice.
Nice. Bit of advice.
I'm sitting here. I'm doing Africa. Just get that out of the way.
That was very Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was it?
For
So we could write that off as Austrian then, maybe.
I think we're saying Austrian for that.
Okay, let's just do that as Austrian then. All right, let's fire ahead. Let's go.
G'day, lads. I'm just looking for a bit of advice. So I was at a family gathering over the weekend. We're a big fucking true blue rural family, so
Sick.
a couple of fucking VBs, bit of looseness involved. Fucking
you just
Michael,
pause that?
you'll
Yeah,
Can you
what's a
put-
true blue? What's this?
So he's kind of saying true blue, which I think that's kind of referring to the bloodline, like blue blood. Like he's just like we're a rural family that goes back generations, I think. But then he said we took a few VBs. Is that like vodka blowjobs? What is that?
Very beers.
Very. It's some very bees and very
Can we try
beerish.
that again? What did this
Yeah,
cunt
let's
say?
go again on this one.
G'day, lads. I'm just looking for a bit of advice.
Right.
So I was at a family gathering over the weekend. We're a big fucking true blue rural family, so
True blue
a couple
rural
of fucking
family.
VBs.
Couple of fucking VBs.
VBs.
VBs?
Right.
It's all
Right. Okay.
Bit of looseness involved. Fucking Michael, you'll know yourself.
I love that. You'll know yourself, Michael. Hasn't a fucking clue what he's on about.
No. A few. I'm gonna.
I think very beers.
Very beers. I don't want to let this guy down. I think he means surely VBs is vodka, vodka Bitcoin or something where you
2 vodka bitcoins, please.
2 vodka Bitcoins, please, where you do vodka and you tank your Bitcoin. So I don't know. I feel bad I don't know because he's obviously been like, my brother Mike will know what I mean. I haven't a clue what you mean. When you say you're with your family doing VBs, getting loose, sounds like some incest is about to happen, but whatever.
Well, it's true blue. They're
true
they
blue.
are inbred.
They're keeping it in the family, right? Play on.
And you know the way these things go. It ended up taking it a bit too far. Taking my cousin around the back and sticking the tongue in. I mean, it's happened before, but you know.
Stop. Whoa. Sorry.
Halt.
Hold on a second.
Pull the brakes.
We've found the biggest legend in the history of the podcast.
No,
go
no,
back.
no,
Go
no,
back.
no,
Can we
we
go back?
cannot.
I need to hear that
We
for
cannot
sure
support
again.
this. We cannot support this.
Hold on. We got to hear this
Taking a
for
bit
sure.
too far. Taking my cousin around the back and sticking the tongue in. I mean, it's happened before.
That's the craziest bit for me. That's the craziest bit for me. It's happened before.
It's happened
What?
before. It'll happen again.
Cousin round the back and sticking the tongue
Sticking
in.
the tongue. What I'm really looking forward to hear is like, what advice is this man after? Let's have a look, because I don't know if I think he's living his best life as is. No notes from me, brother. Right, go on.
But you know, a bit younger, a bit sillier. But I was thinking, am I within my rights?
Hold on there. A bit younger, a bit sillier.
It's happened before when they were a bit younger, a bit sillier.
So now this was more of a serious.
This is getting down to brass tacks.
This was a serious, like, we're going to talk taxes and I'm going to finger you. Right. let's, this is not, we are not going to enjoy this. Right.
To fucking pop her a message and get it by. See if we can take it from base 2 to home run. I don't know. Just wondering what your thoughts are, lads. Thanks for your time. Fuck you, Vito.
Wait, do you know what's funny?
You want to fuck your cousin, and you expect me to be craving your approval?
But you know what's so funny? Has there ever been a more clear, manifestation or kind of example of the kind of people that would be Team Mike, which are people that are actively wanting to fuck their cousin?
How do I get from kissing my cousin to the next level? This is the advice that this man is looking for?
Well, listen, okay.
These are your people.
These are my people. Listen, for one thing, brother, I think what you've done is brave. I think what you've done is brilliant. You're not going to be shackled by the fucking
law.
Norms of society, the bollocks that fucking the media is trying to brainwash us with, that we're not allowed to shift our cousins, we're not allowed to shag our cousins. What the hell? People have to have fun. Cyndi Lauper said it in the 80s. Girls just want to have fun. Cousins want to have fun too. Now, here's what you do.
Yeah.
Now, first off, if it's your first cousin, double noise. But... No, if it's your first cousin, I'd say take an old cold shower, relax, get away from it. You gotta think.
I think you have to move to Australia.
You've got the Australian accent now, so maybe it is time to move to a new continent.
You just gotta go. If you cannot resist the urge to try and finger your first cousins or any of your cousins,
hold on about any of your cousins. Listen now, I grew up.
What's the line for you? Are any of your family actually shagging relatives?
No. But they're not, and they all are. Do you know what I mean? Do you get my drift? No one is, but everyone is. Do you know?
Right. If you go back far enough.
So look at it this way, right? Just in my family, my mother is one of 12, right? Her mother had like 11 or 12 in her family. My granny on the other side had 12, and this is going back generations of families this size. They all stayed in Kilkenny, right? So
there's not that many people in Kilkenny.
I think they did a census. There's 72 people in Kilkenny. So yes, we're all marrying our cousins, and we're all having fun. We're all having a good time, and no one's judging each other, and it's utopia, because that's the perfect world where we get to be with people who look and sound like ourselves. Okay, now so. Basically, but no, on a serious note.
It's not white nationalism, it's like rice nationalism.
It's rice, listen, it's rice nationalism. We're starting our own little movement, our own cult. Greenridge is the Kremlin. It's going to be safe.
If you're not related to me, you should be deported.
100%. I have no interest. But I will say this. In Ireland, it's a small island. I don't know exactly where this guy's from, but he's from a rural family, so there tends to be something in the air in the country that makes it kind of go, what are my cousins doing? There is an air of that in the countryside. I think you probably don't understand that as much.
No, I just go into business with my cousins generally.
But that is quite incestuous as well, in a way.
It's a family business. That's classic. That's classic Italian moves.
Right.
Italian and Irish moves is a family business.
But
we're not fucking them. We're just
if you
sort of putting the squeeze on other people.
Come on. I was in Naples. There's none of them are saying no to a hot cousin. In fact, in the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, one of the characters played by Jonah Hill marries his first cousin because she's a piece of ass. He's like, she's a piece of ass. He's like, she's hot. And he marries her. Now that I think of that, he's Jewish in that movie. But anyway,
very much so.
He's very Jewish. But come on.
Yes. Yeah.
Brother, the Italians.
The Italians are the Jews of Italy.
Yes. Let's not dig into that comment any further, but sure, I'll go along with that.
I think it makes sense spiritually.
Yeah.
There's some similarities between like Jewish people and Italians.
The noses. No? You both love an old schnoz. No. Is that wrong to say? Have I said a bad thing? I thought that was a good thing I said. I thought it was a lovely observation by me. But I'm thinking, what was an insult with big noses, I think big noses are pretty fucking hot. And I think a lot of people...
They're back.
I think big noses are back. Big noses are the new arse. I think the Kardashian I've got an arse the size of the back of a truck. I think that's kind of ending now. And I think now it's about big noses that you could shove up an arse.
Would you like a lady with a big nose?
I wouldn't mind that at all. I think it makes me feel...
As long as she had a cock, you'd be happy enough.
As long as she's got a matching big cock. I've seen the starters, now show me the main course. Joanna. Your original name better have been Joe. Yeah, look, here's...
Because I think we both have reasonably big noses.
I think so. And I think that's fucking... You don't want a little fucking coward nose. You ever see those people with a little dainty nose? Fuck off. Go make a bun.
The Who's from Whoville?
Go work in a bakery and make dainty buns, you fucking half man. Do you know what I mean? It's your little dainty
but
nose.
I would say the big nose is more acceptable on a man than it is on a lady culturally in society.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we need someone like leading the charge for like hot lady with a big nose. We had Sarah Jessica Parker. That was probably the last big nose. And like Cher, they were the last big nose queens.
They were the last big nose queens. Well, we need to protect our big nose queens.
We don't have a big nose queen at the minute.
And keep them away from
Lady
pungent
Gaga's
smells.
got like a reasonable sized nose.
She's got a bit of a schnoz. This girl that was like the lead singer of the band Haim, that they're like a group of sisters.
Yeah, they are.
You know, and one of them starred in Paul Thomas Anderson's last movie, Licorice Pizza. And I thought she was so attractive. Like, and if you look at her and you're like, she's not, you need to see the movie. This girl has charisma coming out her tits, brother.
They don't.
Her, there. See that schnoz?
Yeah.
That's a big schnoz.
They've got decent noses, the Haim sisters.
The Haim sisters have big noses and,
Yeah.
and they're talented, beautiful, interesting, whimsical people.
Yeah.
Who I would like to lie on top of until I feel good and they feel good. And then maybe we feel good together. That rarely happens. Not at the same time. But I'll do my best. But so anyway, back to on the nose thing though.
I'm trying to think of any big nose queens. Who can we get to lead the charge? So we need to like champion a big nose queen.
Well, I think that, the problem was after Sarah Jessica Parker did Hocus Pocus, everyone just associated having a big nose with being a witch.
Right.
So then for the next 20 years, it was like they see a big nose and you're like, everyone just thought Hocus Pocus, you're a witch.
Stacey Solomon?
Oh!
She has like a good nose on her.
Big Stace. I think she's got a bit of a schnoz. Let's have a look at her.
Yeah, that's a good nose. I like that.
That's a quality nose.
I like that.
Yeah. I do still, part of me does think, she has a cauldron, but what's wrong with that? And also I think being a witch is kind of come into vogue a bit more now. Do you know what I mean? To be like witchy.
Yes, witchiness is next to godliness.
Like Kyla Cobbler does be fucking casting spells out the wazoo.
Well, she recently cast a positive spell on me and it has, a lot of good stuff's happened.
Lad, I do be on to her all the time, like, I have this coming up, cast an old fucking spell there, will you? And she's like, yeah, I would love to. And she goes and she chats to her crystals and fucking, bends the universe to her will. She is a force of nature.
Here's a list of women with big noses from the internet.
Right.
Barbara Streisand.
The Stries.
Leah Michele from Glee.
Oh, yeah, I don't...
Sophia Coppola.
Right.
Liz Kaplan, Giselle Bundchen.
Yes.
Kate Blanchett, I never would have thought of her as a big nose.
Nah. Now they've Julia Roberts. Fuck off. Julia Roberts does not have a big nose.
Jennifer.
She's a smile woman.
Jennifer Aniston. Wow.
Yeah, no. Out of here.
This is crazy talk.
List.
Scarlett Johansson, this is a bullshit list. She has a tiny nose.
Yeah, she's one of those little dainty coward noses. Right.
Hello, I'm going on tour around Ireland and the United Kingdom. I have all of the dates here in front of me and it's on sale right now. In terms of the UK, we have Cambridge, Colchester, Leeds, Northampton, Leicester, Dundee, Aberdeen, Canterbury, Manchester, Liverpool, Brighton, Exeter, Plymouth, Cardiff, Birmingham, Bristol, Norwich, Middlesbrough, Sheffield, Edinburgh, London, Newcastle, Glasgow. Isn't that loads of places? Ireland, we have Cork, Laois, Carlow, Mayo, Belfast, Limerick, Kilkenny, Louth, Derry, Monaghan, Galway, Meath, Waterford, Wexford, Dublin. What a dream. I'm going to all of those places, as well as the Edinburgh Fringe. Tickets are on sale right now. General access, anybody can get them. The link will be in the description of this episode. Go buy them. I'll see you there. I'm very excited about the show. I'm doing lots of cool, stupid stuff. It'll be well cooking after a run at the Edinburgh Fringe, and I'm excited to spend 2026 in your delightful company. Mike.
Nice. So, I am also going to be in Edinburgh Fringe. There's a lot of the shows are sold out, but there are some left, so go to the ones that are left. That's what I say to you. No, I had a poster up and now it's gone. How the hell? Anyway, I'm going to be coming to all the places.
Were you looking at the end of a stand-up comedy clip to try and catch your tour poster that you posted at the end of it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, so here are the tour dates for the UK, and I'll guess the ones for Ireland. Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Dundee, Cardiff, Bristol, Glasgow, Newcastle, 2 shows at the stand in Newcastle, Birmingham, Oxford, Hull, Sheffield, Manchester, Liverpool, London, Leeds and Brighton. Please get your tickets. London, I have finished my last of any whips that I'm going to be doing in London. So the next hour show I'm going to be doing is at the Shepherd's Bush Empire. It's an empire and I shall be its Roman Caesar. Ireland, Dublin, Belfast, Galway, Cork, Waterford.
Surely all of this is on your website.
It's on my website, mikericeComedy.com.
Well, why didn't you get that up to read?
No, but then because I on my website the dates are in the wrong order. It's a whole big thing. It's all a big. I need to sort out the website. It's all a bit of a mess. Listen, it's hard to do everything. There's so many things to do. I can't do them all. Anyway, come to the shows, particularly Glasgow. I need fucking help in Glasgow and Dundee. I've bitten off more than I can chew, venue-wise. And I need you to come, please, to the shows.
You got ages, that'll be fine.
I don't know if it will be fine. Oh, no. Anyway, I love you. Back to the episode.
Goodbye.
We better go back to Advice, or we're going to get stuck down in some nose wormhole.
Don't fuck your cousin.
Hey, brother, don't let him get in your head. He's fucking mainstream media, right? He's trying to fucking control your consciousness. If you and your cousin dig each other, right? Listen, tell me if she's first cut, listen, you gotta fucking go back a few wrongs. But hey, as long as you're fucking wrapping up, she's on the pill, be in love, touch each other, have fun. Don't let people fucking block your heart.
I don't think you should fuck your cousin.
What if he loves her and she loves him?
I just don't think you should fuck your cousin.
But what if they are in love and their union is the only thing that will keep both of them from suicide?
I think kill yourselves.
Oh no! Hey, come on! Let some cousins get freaky. Let the fucking, let the light, God's light shine on them.
This is royalist. This is pro royal family. They're cousin fuckers.
Yeah, but you're there, cousin fuckers. We're cousin fuckers. You know what I mean?
I'm not a cousin fucker.
It's the history of the world.
I'm not a cousin fucker.
You're not?
No.
Because you look alike.
We do look alike.
You do look
Me
alike.
And Jamali.
It is a bit Lannistery, like Game of Thrones. Like, it does look like you might be twins. So, just, you know what? Let he without sin cast the first stone, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Next.
Okay. I think this one is a reading out one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Open her up.
Nice. There is...
It's a very short advice.
Yep.
All it says is...
Yep.
Can't get any flaps.
Right. So, is this...
It's from Matthew. And all the advice email says is... Can't get any flaps.
Can't get any flaps. So what he means is he can't get any...
Women?
Women. Vagina.
Flaps.
Flaps. Now... The fact that you're calling women flaps, I'd imagine might be a seed of the problem.
I think that's got to be one of the things that, women don't like their dudes to be referred to the most.
As flap. Because it does kind of give me an image of, like, Dumbo, the flying elephant, and just kind of, like, flapping in the wind.
Or like a pterodactyl.
Right. That's right.
Flaps.
Flaps.
It's just,
And you know what? If you're down there, if you've been down there, they're not that flappy.
No, often they're not that flappy.
You know what I mean? I've gone down there and it's, and they've been like fucking a flag in the wind. It's like, they're pretty solid either side of the vag.
And if they're not, that's okay as well.
That's fine.
If you're loosey-goosey.
If you're loosey-goosey, you've had a few VBs,
Very beers.
Very beers. That's all right too. So he wants to meet some women, he wants to get, when he says flaps, it's like, because it's hard to know. It's like, do you are you looking for the severed body parts of women?
Maybe
here?
he's a bird watcher,
right?
And he just wants to see some birds flapping their wings.
He can't get any. For the life of him, he can't catch a bird flapping.
Exactly. They're always stood there, and he tries to chase them so they flap, but they just jog away.
And he tries to cajole them into flapping. He says, "Hey, over there, there's a worm over there." They don't believe him.
And even the ones he sees in the sky are gliding. They're not
gliding,
flapping.
and they're not flapping. Okay.
He's a big flap fan.
He's a flap. Okay. That could be a way to interpret it. That would make me think
He needs a way to satiate his flap appetite.
pretty good. Not bad.
Maybe you should get on a dating flap.
That's right. Ask what's flapping.
Please go on Tinder and the next person you match with say the words "what's flapping."
What's flapping, brother? So here's what I'd say, right? If it's ladies you're after, right?
Which I think it is. I'd say you'd have done something wrong if you're a fella with flaps.
That's right. God, that would be imagine
If your asshole had flaps.
If your asshole had flaps, you've spent one too many year on Grindr, I'd say. Imagine someone fucked flaps into you. Jesus, that'd be some nightmare, wouldn't it?
Because it would have to be your large intestine. That's what the flaps would be.
Right, yeah, protracted. Anyway, let's not go down this road. And that's coming from me, you know, the king of dirt.
Well, Matthew, best of luck on your pursuit of flappiness.
Now that's nice. Now that's lovely. Pursuit of flappiness is lovely. Here's what I'd say. It's hard because you've given us zero context whatsoever as to what the problem might be. We don't know if you're big, short, if you're trouble with anxiety, whatever else.
He just needs the flaps and he can't get the flaps.
That's right. I'm assuming you're on
I'm
assuming you're on the apps. You know what? Try to be sound. Lower your expectations. Have a look in the mirror and say, okay, what kind of girl could I expect to pull over here with what I've got going on? Let's be realistic about it. There's a lot of pictures flying around of these, you know, Gracie Abrams, these beautiful people, this, that, and the other Instagram models and stuff. These probably aren't for you, brother. Hey, there's a lady, you know, who doesn't really speak English. You know, she's come from Albania and she's cleaning in your building. She probably needs someone who just has a job and can eat potatoes with her. Be that person and she'll let you touch her tits and then maybe from there her flaps. I wouldn't have called them that myself, but I want to speak in your parlance because I'm speaking to you. Right?
Yeah.
Albanian cleaning lady. Right?
I did sort of zone out there for a bit and then you were talking about Albanian cleaning ladies and I don't really know how you got there.
You stay attuned to my bullshit, all right? I don't want you going anywhere, okay? I want you trapped in my stream of consciousness. So basically, I'm just saying to him, try get a woman who doesn't speak much English, so when he refers to her as flaps, she won't even understand what he's saying.
She'll think it's some kind of cute pet name.
Right. She's recently come to the country, can't speak much English, so just the fact that he may have a job and, I don't know, a hot water bottle in his room, that'll be enough. Eat some cold potatoes with her or whatever they might eat in Albania.
Get involved with some refugee flaps.
That's right. And then she might let you have a little fucking...
And they all have swanky hotel rooms, so...
They do. Yeah. They're living it up,
famously,
brother.
They are staying in 5-star hotels at the taxpayer's expense.
Yeah. So, you know what? When you're finished with her, kill her. For Farage. Do it for Farage. Okay? There's the advice. Kill Albanian cleaning ladies. Please don't do that. Don't cut this, but maybe let's have an asterisk, put in brackets, Mike is joking. If we can get some subtitles. All right, let's go. Next one.
I think, what time are we on? I'm trying to decide what to close on. 45. So I think we'll do 2 more.
Right.
So
and we're going to be doing them on the Patreon as well, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get to all of you cons, you fuckers. Let me see if we can do... I think we should do another reading one because that wasn't a very long...
Right. Okay.
Reading one. Let's go for... this one.
Nice.
This is anonymous. I think it's supposed to be anonymous. Here we go. G'day, boys. Just in need of a bit of advice, but would prefer to stay anonymous. I've been finding lately that I'm feeling a lot of anxiety after socialising with work colleagues because I'm starting to worry about being someone who talks too much with an overzealous level of enthusiasm. I'm finding myself often overthinking how I speak, how often I speak, and what I'm speaking about out of fear of hogging the conversation and seeming like I'm talking about myself too much. I saw lately a post about how an ADHD brain functions during conversations, how it's a cycle of listening to someone speaking, being reminded of your own story that relates, and desperately worrying about missing the opportunity to add it to the conversation and then realizing you've ended up interrupting by changing the topic to you. I realize this may not be ADHD and maybe I just need to chill out in conversations, but even now I'm overthinking the most simple conversations and I have with people, especially work colleagues, as I don't tend to worry about this with people close to me. To get to the point, I'm not someone who's diagnosed with ADHD, and I hate to be one of those people who self-diagnoses based on social media posts. However, there have been lots of signs I've noticed for a few years now. My advice I'm looking for is a way to deal with this anxiety or work on improving my conversation skills. Is this something you've ever worried about? And if so, how do you deal with it? I think the way I speak in conversations can most closely be described as how Mike often does on pod, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes I worry with people I'm not close to, it can seem a bit much. Massive fan, guys. Hope you can help.
So what I would do is I would start a podcast if I was you. I think you're going to have to start a podcast.
Find the most autistic person you know.
Yes.
And start a podcast with them. Ideally non-verbal. That's because basically like you need to be as ADHD as they are autistic, because if they're non-verbal autistic, you got to go the whole...
That's right.
You got to do all the talking. But we've got a nice balance of I talk sometimes.
You talk some of the time. Still too much for my liking, but... You do. even the percentage you do, I'm like, well, what the hell are you talking about over there? Shush. No, but I would say on it, like, the fact that you're self-aware about it
probably means that it's not like a huge problem. I'm not saying it might not be something you're doing because you're aware of it, you're probably like, you know, a few steps ahead of the game of somebody who is actually this fucking annoying as you maybe worry that you are. Yes. So that should like assuage some of the anxiety. Is that often the way with anxiety is if you're worried about it, you're probably not as bad as you think you are.
100%.
I'm not saying no work ever needs done. We still need to be self-reflective and improve ourselves. Yeah. But I'm saying you're probably ahead of the game of where you're worried about where you are. Do you ever struggle with this sort of feeling of like, fuck, I'm talking too much or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes. But I think honestly, in a lot of times if I'm in social situations, I'm actually just happy to, in a social, ask the person questions and let them, because I'm so from stand-up and this, you know, there are times...
You have a vehicle for all this stuff.
You have a vehicle and you're just kind of like a little sick of talking about myself. Yeah. And so I actually like to be... And I get anxious in social situations. So I'm not... if I don't know the people. So I'm actually not as...
fucking annoying.
Yeah, as you are. Yeah, as a complete fucking donkey as I am here. Because there isn't a context for it. Here there's a context, you know, for us to be donkeys and just yammer for 2 hours because there's just two of us and that's the crack. But I would say, but there are times I have caught, I'm just kind of like, I will, and I'll catch myself and just be like, sorry, I'm just rattling on here. And then I'll be like, hey, you know, because you're catching it's a thing of catching in your head sometimes, hey, I haven't asked this person anything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about myself. And then just be like, and then just catch that and be like, oh yeah, hey, and asking them and just fucking throwing the ball to other people, because it does come across and you notice it when you're chatting to people and they don't ask you anything about yourself, and it doesn't feel good because it makes it feel like the person's uninterested in you, and sure, maybe they just are.
And the mad thing is that like people love talking about themselves so much that if you just ask a bunch of questions, they will go away being like, that person was great.
100%.
Even if you've basically added nothing to the conversation other than tell me more about this. What do you think about that? And like, there's always, like, the vast majority of people have something interesting to say. If you ask the right questions.
Yeah.
They'll have something that they're ready to talk about at length.
No, actually, do you know what? I think I do agree with you there. there are some people now, you know what I mean? You're fishing in a river where all the fishes are dead. But like when you're going, but it's rare. There's usually people who have something to say. And here's the thing, it's a Maya Angelou quote where it says, people don't really remember what you say or did. They'll remember how you made them feel. So on what Vito's talking about there, if you make someone just feel listened to
and feel listened
and
to,
that you're interested in them, that makes them feel good.
Yeah.
And that good feeling then is, I liked it. That person made me feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
And they remember
And
that.
that's all it is.
Right? So it's just to be conscious of it. But you are conscious, and I think that's what he's saying his problem. He's getting too overconscious, and he's thinking, you know, how do I say hello? And he's like, hello. You know what I mean? He's
yeah, and that's something I struggle with as well, because I sometimes feel like if I do the thing where I'm trying not to dominate the conversation, because if it gets onto a topic that I'm excited to talk about, I am very likely to just fucking hit the gas and just keep talking about it, because I've thought about it so much. If it's something I'm even very interested in, I'll just get talking about thumbnails. But then my concern is like, if I don't talk, then people have said I come across like rude and disinterested. So the solution is always this fucking like, just ask them a question. If you have a thought of like, oh, I'd like to talk about this, just twist that in your brain a tiny bit and go, so I'm going to ask them about this.
Right.
And then fingers crossed they ask you and you can say your thing.
Yeah.
But just always start from a place of, what do they think about this? And then you can bounce off that once they've had their platform.
Yes.
To go. Basically, like, if both people in the conversation sort of like platform the other person, then it's a good conversation.
Nice. And then, you know, at the odd time, just fucking jizz all over the conversation and just go, me time, my stories, bam, bam. And just, if people don't like it, fuck them. Occasionally. What about that?
Yeah, sometimes
Let
you can
loose.
just like, you know, be excited about a conversation. Because that's the thing. If you're excited to talk about something and you're a high energy person, you have to be who you are. You know what I mean?
That's right. I was at a party recently, there was a posh English guy. They were talking about like, there was going to be a black Harry Potter or something, and he was like, I just don't think that's right. They shouldn't be black. It's just no, it doesn't make
Black
sense.
Severus Snape, I think, is probably the thing. But yeah.
So they were going on about this, and I was like, that's a fucking ridiculous thing to say. But you know what? You're a big, stupid, posh idiot. Go on, let fly.
Keep going. Tell me more.
Tell us more about your racial opinions. Why not? Sometimes just do that. Foot to the floor, be yourself. Fuck everyone. Because it is the worrying about what people think of you that is the fucking crippling thing. And I tell you what, there's nothing more attractive than if you don't give a fuck about what people think of you. But that's hard to achieve.
It's a tough balance to strike. But then also you get overly worried, and I've been guilty of this, of like in conversations being like, did I talk too much? Was that okay?
Right.
Or like whatever. And then I just can't, because I can't, I think this like still yet to be diagnosed, but I think this is a thing of like, I don't know how I've come across.
Right.
Like I can't tell what someone else is like, like whether I'm really annoying them or whatever. So I'm forever sending like apology texts the next day where people go, no, you're fine.
Right.
And I'm like, oh,
I need more of them from you. I need a few more of them. I would like a few in the next few months, just little ones, little notes.
I haven't done. What have I done?
Oh, whatever. Don't get me. I'm not even going to go. I'd have a novel.
I apologized in real life for you going to Vienna.
Huh?
For not telling you about medical stuff?
Yeah.
Why do I need to text you that?
Huh? Because it'd just be a little memento. And
okay, but can I get some apology texts?
Yeah.
The fact that every day you come and you rinse out a cup rather than washing it?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get that in text. You're going to get that. You're going to receive that this evening.
I look forward to it.
And it'll be a flowery, decorative text. So here's the... It's
a classic conundrum. It's a classic conundrum for both the beep boop and the rat-a-tat community, I think.
So...
but you can be a high energy question asker.
Right.
What the fuck do you think about that?
Yeah. What a fucking... There's too many of them around. What do you think?
That's such a cool thing that you've just said. Just words of affirmation is always good in a conversation. Be like, that's so cool.
What do you think of Farage? He's not all wrong.
I think that's so cool that you're a racist.
Yeah.
Well done on your racism against Papa Sadu, who's been cast as Severus Snape.
Yeah, exactly. Bit of positivity. So I would say it's good that you're aware, and then... Yeah, I mean, most of the thing is just trying not to fucking care as much about what people think is a massive part of it. But that's just hard. It's hard to do when you're wired the way we are. But also...
I think you can care but not worry.
Right.
That's the balance to be struck. You should not care what people think at all.
Well, no, it's not like, but in terms of like, obviously, you don't want to be just like oblivious to people's feelings or hurting people's feelings, but also.
Did you say oblivious?
I'm going to say that I didn't say that.
Okay.
So I'm going to say I didn't. I'm going to say I said oblivious.
Okay.
Even as I said oblivious, I was like, that's not what I said the first time. That's not how I said it first. But whatever. But so I would say that as long as you're not doing anything, you know, you'll know yourself. As long as you're not being mean or you're not actually hurting people's feelings, then, or you know what I mean, or like intentionally doing that, and then, you know, try to fucking relax a bit. But it's just not. It's not as easy said than done.
Yeah.
Right.
I think this is the last one for the public.
Nice.
Lovely. Evening, fellas, or whenever you read this. Why is my email making noise? Evening, fellas, or whenever you read this. The morning. I'm coming up to the Fringe for tickets for both of you. Just wondering if you had any advice on other acts to see, pubs/places to eat, or anything else Fringe related. Probably not what you're after, but if you get desperate, it would be appreciated from a Fringe virgin. All the best. Keep up the good work. I think this is a good, all sorts of stuff. If anybody's going to the Edinburgh Fringe, whether you've been there or not been there, we can absolutely recommend some acts to go and see.
Okay.
Thor, who was on last week, he's debuting.
Thor was on last week. These are all people who've been on the pod.
Anyone who's been on the pod, Marie-Elaine, people, Kyla's up for a bit.
Right. Roger O'Sullivan is debuting. Go see. That's a great show. Go see Roger. Ed Knight's going to be there. Dan Tierney's going to be there. Peter Flanagan, the great.
Is he up?
I believe, or no, his venue fell through. Flanagan's not going to be there. Don't go see Flanagan.
You can try.
That's right. Yes. My venue fell through. Charlie McCreevy intervened, had it cancelled. That's right. Yes. So, right, don't see Flanagan. Who else? Come on, we've got is Elliot Steele's up for 2 weeks. I know that. Go see Elliot.
Christopher MacArthur Boyd.
CMB.
Liam Withnail coming on the podcast. Or he was supposed to be coming on, but his bum fell apart.
His bum fell apart, unfortunately. A crumbling of the bum.
But Liam Withnail is really good.
Liam Withnail is great. Mark Jennings is great. All those Scottish guys, Stephen Buchanan, Stuart
Phil
McPherson.
Ellis is up there. Not that he'll need it. He's just been announced on Taskmaster. Dan Tiernan's up as well. We already said that. Pierre Novelli, big recommend. Funs and Games, Phil Ellis's kids show is going to be unbelievable.
Phil's so good.
Here's what I had written down. Carl Donnelly as well. If you've never seen Carl Donnelly, he's absolutely brilliant.
Class.
Rob Oughton, like sort of a poet / comedian. It's very sort of thoughtful. It's very imaginative, maybe like a slower pace than a lot of the guys we've mentioned before. Right. But if you like that sort of thing, I would very much recommend
Rob Moriarty is getting, I'm not sure he has his venue confirmed, but he should be there. That's going to be a fucking hilarious hour. He's unbelievable.
And I saw Frankie Monroe, Joe Kent Walters do his second show as a work in progress, and it's fucking unbelievable. If you didn't see the first show, it was this absolutely insane character act about a guy who owns a working men's club that's also a portal to hell, and then the second show starts in hell and him getting his way back to the working men's club, and it's just because I think after that first show he won Best Newcomer and everybody was like, right, how the fuck do you follow this? The boy's done it.
He's done it.
I big recommend for Frankie Monroe. But go see the people, especially the debut people. In terms of food and stuff to do in Edinburgh, I would say generally for shows, if you hang out in and around Monkey Barrel, there's a lot of, you're generally in good hands. If you're just go to the Monkey Barrel ticket booth and just be like, hey, what's coming up soon? Right. And the thing with Monkey Barrel is you can always get in for free if you queue up early in advance, and then just put stuff in the bucket on the way out.
A few more people from the Irish comedy scene that I've got to give my boys a shout out. Brian Gallagher, John Spillane, Martin Angolo. I think maybe Shane Clifford is going. Richie Breed, Shane Daniel Byrne, if they're going, is Shane Daniel Byrne going this year?
I don't think he is, but always worth saying.
All Shane those Daniel guys Byrne, are fucking great. Danny O'Brien, go see Danny. Okay.
Lovely.
Nice.
And then, Monkey Barrel, always a good place to hang out. Take a punt on some free shows, always my advice. Like, if you go see 10 shows in a day, or like say it's 6 shows in a day, try one that you just know nothing about and just go in and fucking see what happens. 'Cause you might get very lucky. It might be dog shit, but it's all part of the Fringe. If you don't see anything shit at the Fringe, I don't think you've done the Fringe properly.
That's right.
There should be something that's like, Jesus Christ, that was awful.
Just someone farting into a goldfish bowl.
Really
The goldfish dies.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
In terms of
That's actually
food,
good.
my big recommendation in Edinburgh is noodles and dumplings. If you're looking for very nice hand-pulled noodles and ramen and stuff, noodles and dumplings is my big
I go to
shout for
the
there.
Moss Kitchen quite a bit.
Moss Kitchen is nice.
It's affordable.
classic
You get
moves.
rice and chicken into you. It's good nourishment.
Um,
Then there's a place that does pies called fucking Pies and stuff. What's that? Do you know that place?
Pie Maker?
Pie Maker. They make pies. Does what it says on the tin. That's good stuff.
That's really good stuff.
Sometimes they can be hot and they burn your tongue and that's not as good. But if you wait for it to cool down, it'll be delicious.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Lovely. Thank you so much for listening to the public episode of this Advice special.
Yes.
We'll be continuing over on Patreon. We've got a pile more advice. And if you want to be the person that sends in the advice, the only place to do that is patreon.com/parenting. We'll chuck in a tour promo. That'll have been in the middle of it. Reminder, my tour tickets have just gone on sale in the last couple of weeks. Please buy them. Come see us at the Edinburgh Fringe. That's our big recommendation, is
That's
support
right.
the boys.
Support the boys.
Absolutely.
I'm 9:15. You're sold out. Nice.
I've got extra shows and I've got the crowd work shows.
Oh yeah, the crowd work shows.
Yeah.
God, you're gonna make so much money.
I'm spending a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm spending a lot of it on stupid ideas.
I know, that's cool though. All right, brothers, I'm on tour, mygregscomedy.com all over the UK. We'll drop in a tour. We have to do a proper tour thing for you.
We'll do that.
The Patreon, we've loads more class advice stuff. Advice is coming in, so come join us on the Patreon. It's so much fun over there.
Stunning.
We say things that we wouldn't say here, and think about that because we say awful things here.
Can we try a new thing that I want to make a recurring theme on the podcast? The way we say goodbye like Irish people on the phone?
Yep.
All right, good luck. See you
Bye.
later. Bye-bye.
See you now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye, bye,
Bye-bye.
bye, bye,
Bye-bye.
bye,
See you later.
bye, bye,
Bye-bye.
bye,
Bye-bye.
bye,
Bye-bye.
bye,
Have a good one.
bye,
Bye-bye.
bye, bye,
Bye.
bye,
Bye.
Always.